Hello, I'm Lynn Wedham, and I'm here with Anne MacKay from Anne MacKay Consulting for Nonprofits. Anne, how are you today?
I'm fantastic, thanks.
That's great. So Anne, we've suggested that it's important for people, if they're giving a gift in their will, to know what their reason for giving that gift is. Why is it important for people to know their reason?
Well, I would say designing your will is one of the biggest decisions you're going to make in your life. It's about the footprint that you're going to leave in this world. And it's important to sort of sit down and think about, why are we here? Why are we doing this piece?
Okay. And so what would motivate a person to make a gift in their will?
Well, I think it comes back to we're all different folks, and it could be as many reasons as there are people. I would look at, what's your family experience? Why did they give? Do you feel like you're paying back for opportunities that you've had? Do you want to make things better for the people who come after you, both those in your family and outside? And even, do you want to create the most positive tax situation for your state and the people that you are leaving behind?
Mm-hmm. So what process would you use to lead a person through to determine their reason?
I think I would just sort of ask them about why they've given in the past, what they've admired in other people, because that is often an indicator. My mom did it this way. We've talked before about a mom who said, "Give until you feel proud," and do you want to set an example for your children? That kind of thing. So I would ask them, why have they made big decisions in their own lives? We've talked about decisions you've made to try new things. I would ask them about some of those things as well.
So when you've determined someone's reason, how do you know what organizations would be a good fit for them?
Well, that's when it gets really fun. And I try to be respectful of how much time people want to put into this, how much digging they want to do. So for the folks who like to do things kind of quickly and are beautifully decisive, I would say, let's look at where you're already giving. So it might be looking at your past tax returns for a couple of years, just saying, those are probably the charities that you already care about. And I would hasten to add, have there also been charitable experiences you've been involved with? So did you go to a gala? Did you participate in an event? And sometimes there aren't tax receipts for that. So just think about the past year and the things you've done with various charities. Next, I would talk to people, if they want to go a little bit deeper, I would ask them, sort of do a little review of your life and think about the things that have been challenging for you and the things that have been joyous for you and have brought you pride. And it could be, for challenging, it could be family breakup, it could be a health concern. On the joyful things, it might be getting through school, it might be a child with a challenge who was learning how to deal with that well. And in those situations, what have been charities that have stood by you or that you wished had been there for you, or what kind of support? So those can be places that can help. And for the last group, who likes to solve puzzles, the folks who like to really get in and dig about things, I would ask them, what are topics that matter to you? And we've talked about before, what are the things that you get so excited about that your friends roll their eyes when you get talking about it? Those are the things that matter. So it could be, for someone like you, it might be around horses. And what impact has that had? And is it that it's for fun? Is it for therapy? We're seeing right now that there are equine programs for soldiers who have PTSD. So what is it about horses that's magic for you, and how deep do we want to go? And we've talked about before that whenever you think somebody should be doing this, we know somebody probably is. You and I might not know who that is, but we can start searching, and that's really fun. So for folks who like to dig a little bit deeper, I use that last approach with them.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And so do you make use of organizations that you already know, or is there a way to research for organizations?
Oh, sure. Yep. So you can look at fine organizations that you're working with already. That's perfectly great. You can also do some searching on your own. So really just throwing in keywords like horses and therapy and counseling, and you will get all sorts of things. You can also use wonderful groups like, I know you're going to talk to some people from local foundations.
Mm-hmm.
You could use Canada Helps. You can use somebody like me. So however you want to do it, it can be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what final thoughts would you like to leave with our listeners today about giving for their reason?
Well, it's come up a couple of times. Fun. It should be fun. This, as we said at the beginning, this is one of the biggest decisions you're going to make in your life. And whether you are like Andrew Carnegie and you're going to make a difference to libraries across North America, or whether you're going to make a difference to a few people in your community, it all matters. And if everyone made a gift like that, just imagine what our communities would be like. Really amazing.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it can be fun and it can be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Anne, for talking to us today about giving for your reason.
Thanks for inviting me. It was fun.